Your 4 years at Kansas probably had the most talented rosters, arguably, throughout recent memory. I mean, you played with Jock, you played with Paul Pierce, Rafe. I mean, you played with absolutely everybody you could probably think of who went to the league in the 90s. If you had to pick one of those guys, the most talented person you played with or alongside of Kansas, who was it?
Man, it's tough because Jock was such a leader and willed our team to victory so many times, and distributed the basketball. He was a pass first guy, just like Juan. He's a guy that was such a leader on the court. I don't know that we'd win many games without Jock. But as far as just flat out talent, I mean, Paul was like Bambi. We called him Bambi. He was all knees and elbows. He was skinny. But that dude he just stayed after practice every day and played basketball with anybody that would play. Managers, he'd pick on the managers and be like, you got to stay and play because nobody else wants to stay after we had just run ourselves to death. And Paul's like, I need more. And so Paul just, his athleticism and his basketball knowledge became so apparent at that age, even though he wasn't the finished product, the truth yet. We all knew it. So it's hard to pick between him and Rafe because Rafe was consistent. Rafe was there every single day just throwing buckets. There wasn't anybody that could slow him down. He just turn, shoot that shot, it's good. So people laugh at me. They're like, how did you get drafted 19th in the NBA? You averaged like 12 points a game or something like that. I'm like, I was the 6th option. It was Paul, Rafe, Jock, Jared Hass, who, by the way, played his senior year with a broken wrist. Otherwise, he would have had some NBA tryouts as well. Then back to Paul. Then maybe if somebody missed, I'd go get the ball and go put it in. I mean, there was a lot of talent on that team. We had guys coming off the bench that ended up playing the NBA for a little bit. Billy Thomas, who was a hell of a shooter. Ryan Robertson and I were teammates in Sacramento for a year. And he took over the starting job when Jock had his broken wrist at the beginning of our senior year. So, I mean, we had a ridiculous amount of talent coming off the bench. Our bench could have beat a lot of Big 12 teams. It was the Big 8 until we won the last Big 8 my junior year and then the first Big 12 my senior year. But, I mean, we had that was a good team.